Special edition of the O'Reilly Factor, the Trump agenda. I'm Jesse Waters, in for Bill O'Reilly. And in the personal story segment tonight, going after criminal illegal immigrants. Amid the Trump administration's crackdown, authorities in New York State have indicted members of the brutal Central American gang MS-13 on murder charges. And their immigration status also comes as no surprise.
According to officials, 10 of the 13 members indicted are here illegally. 2 are U.S. citizens and 1 is a green card holder. 2 members are still on the loose. At this time, it's unclear whether they will be deported. Suffolk Police Commissioner Timothy Sini promising gang violence won't be tolerated.
We will continue to keep the pressure on this ruthless gang and anyone who associates with them. And we will spare no resource to accomplish that objective.
The 13 gang members were charged in the murders of 7 people, including the savage deaths of 2 high school girls last year. It is worth repeating, 10 of the 13 gang members are here illegally. Joining us now from San Diego Reaction, Enrique Morones, founder of the immigration advocacy group Border Angels. And from Washington, Bob Dane, executive director of the Federation for American Immigration Reform. So details of this case out in Long Island, where I live, Enrique, pretty vicious. Beat these people up with baseball bats, machetes. I mean, really sickening stuff. Enrique, you would agree that getting rid of criminal, illegal, alien gang members in the United States protects public safety. Would you cede that?
I believe, and I'm sure the entire country believes, that criminal people, whether they're documented or not, should be behind bars. If they're from another country, they should be deported. Everybody agrees with that. There's no doubt about that. The only person that does not agree is maybe the criminal. Okay, good. So where do you draw the line? Because some people say you have to commit a rape or a murder or some really heinous felony. What about a DUI? If an illegal immigrant is here and they're busted for a DUI, they should go, right? Well, first of all, I don't call them illegal immigrants. They're undocumented people. It's the same thing, Enrique. Papers that are, the terminology is not the same. I mean, I know you like to use that hate rhetoric, and a lot of people in your camp do. It's not hateful. Well, the majority of the country does not agree, but apparently does not matter to Fox. I would tend to disagree with that, but that's besides the point. Well, that's okay. That's Fox News. But let me answer
and you're
your
on
question.
Fox News, so we'll call it how we see it.
Yeah, you can call it how you see it, and I'll call it how I and the majority of the country will see it.
That's fine.
So
call it whatever you want.
If a person is undocumented and they break the law, they should be punished according to the law. I don't think anybody disagrees with that. But the thing is that the people that create the most of these hateful crimes or drunk driving are actually citizens by a much larger percentage when you do it per capita. So the thing is that when somebody is undocumented and they're caught for drunk driving or they've done something terrible, they should be punished. That should happen whether they're documented or not. Okay. But to try to paint it as if undocumented people are doing it a lot more than everybody else,
I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they are, but this is a vicious crime in my neck of the woods involving gang members and machetes. I think it needs to be addressed. Mr. Dane,
I do too.
The knock against the Trump immigration crackdown is that they're now going after immigrants that came here illegally but haven't broken the law since. Do you think it's fair to go after those people and deport them?
Look, I think I think one of the most diabolical legacies of the Obama administration is to have attempted to reprogram the way that America thinks about immigration. In other words, we're supposed to think that violating immigration laws in and of themselves is now entirely inconsequential unless you happen to be a convicted felon or represent a national security threat. But the fact of the matter is we do have laws on the books. And in terms of this surge of gang violence, these are bad guys and they mean business. But this gang violence is really a symptom of a broader issue. We've had 8 long years of a lack of enforcement at every level of government in terms of immigration, and we've had increasing numbers of sanctuary cities where they are aiding and abetting, harboring illegal immigration. So now, after 8 years, you've got massive illegal immigration. You've got these huge holes that the drug cartels, the human traffickers, and other criminal enterprises are exploiting, and people are dying as a result of that. Look,
yeah, Enrique, let's let Enrique address that, because you do have these sanctuary cities, and they act as a magnet for criminal illegal alien activity. If you shut those sanctuary cities down, wouldn't that in turn at least reduce the criminal illegal alien activity in those cities?
No, because there's never been an increase in people that are undocumented, increase in crime. Remember your source that you're using.
Well, wait a second. No. Enrique, in a lot of these sanctuary cities, there are high levels of illegal alien criminality. You'd have to agree with that.
No, I don't agree with it.
Yes, you have to. That's what the stats show.
It's not true. You're using FAIR as a reference. Come on, they were funded by the Pioneer Fund.
No, I'm not.
They believe in eugenics, white supremacy.
Okay, listen,
that's crazy.
I'm not
so
using their statistics. Just look at San Francisco.
Who's your source?
Just look at San Francisco.
Yeah,
the FBI. The FBI says in these sanctuary cities there is a higher rate of criminal illegal alien activity. If you're going to go to like cities that don't allow sanctuary policies to exist, you're going to say that there's more? I mean, it doesn't make any sense, Enrique. You're having
a problem with this because that's not what the FBI says. Law enforcement says that documented people are much higher percentage to be criminals and to do criminal activities.
Okay, listen, Americans commit crimes too, but when they're in jail, they stay in jail and don't get deported. The point is, if you're an illegal alien, you commit a crime, you gotta go, right?
You should be in jail, and an undocumented person that commits a crime, without a doubt, should be punished.
And then they should be deported, correct?
Is the criminal. Well, if they qualify for deportation, remember, they have no legal way of entering the country. Most of these people, the people that are here that are undocumented, have no legal way of entering the country. It's not like when your forefathers and foremothers came when there was no illegal way.
Oh, come on.
For most of these people, they don't have a legal way.
That's complete nonsense. There's
no,
a legal
that's a fact.
Guys.